Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Happy New Year. I just wanted to come on and do a little video. It's probably going to be about 10 minutes long to talk about a comment that I had on my last video. And I think people need to realize yesterday was the anniversary of my dog's, Tara's anniversary of when I adopted her. And as a lot of people know, I had to put Tara down a year and a half ago. She was my soulmate. People laugh and they think it's weird that you can call a dog a soulmate. Well, when they're called man's best friend, she was definitely my best friend. And I've had a really hard time because I had to make the decision. There was nothing else wrong with the dog, but she couldn't control her back end and she couldn't even get up. And I immediately put her down within 12 hours after she couldn't. And she had a condition called DM. It's where they lose control of their back end. And I was not going to allow my dog to know that she couldn't get up. And so that's why I put her down so quickly. And I'm going to tell you this right now, my dog Tara, if she hadn't come into my life, I wouldn't be alive today. She was actually my savior, and we were connected so well. And so yesterday's video, I probably shouldn't have recorded it because I was in that kind of mood of missing my dog. But it was also a serious subject that I was talking about, and that's what people don't realize. When I'm talking about a serious subject, I'm going to be, and especially the subject I was talking about, it was about being alone and being happy and secure with yourself. And that's what a lot of single men are going through, what I'm going through. They just don't need to have somebody in their life. And that's why I have, removed a lot of friends out of my life, because they don't enhance my life. And I'm not saying that I'm a phony, fakey friend. I'm a friend for life. But when you start disrespecting me and turning everything that I try to point out that you're doing, that it's me, not you, I draw the line. I cut you off. Done. I can tell you one thing that you're doing, and you certainly don't have to change for me. You need to change for yourself. And when they do it, I'll give you one chance, and you violate it again and violate my boundaries, I'm going to let you go. And that's what's happened. And so when I talk about being secure and happy and I love my life and everything else, there is joy in my life. I'm just not one of those people that are going to be phony and just, walk around and smile at everybody and I'm just happy, I'm joyful. And I'm not trying to be smart aleck about that or sassy about it, but I can laugh at myself. I laugh at myself all the time when I do some of the stupidest things. I laugh at it. And that just shows when you can laugh at yourself, you're very secure and you're happy with yourself, because a lot of people can't do that and they're embarrassed and all this other stuff. And I find that very interesting. And it's usually the people that are insecure with themselves and don't respect themselves. I'm not perfect by any means. But I'm not going to be somebody's friend or be somebody's boyfriend or husband just to satisfy their needs and what they need. And if anybody needs anybody to make them happy, make them secure, make them all this, if they've got a list of things, no, I don't need to make myself, put myself into that situation where I'm getting together with these people because I make them feel secure and make them feel happy, and that they need to be happy with themselves before you can be happy with anything else, before you can respect everything else. So when I talk about, I'm open to new friends, but there's going to be a high level of expectation, because I don't want to attract people like that. And because I have positive energy, it seems like I'm attracting the people that want that kind of energy. And unfortunately, I'm hoping that I can attract somebody that has positive energy, and that, fits into my needs just to be friends. I'm not going to sit there, and like I said before, I'm not trying to change those people. I know I can't change those people. So that's why I'm not even going to try to be friends with them, because the people need to change for themselves and make themselves a better person. And that's what I have been doing in my life. I'm only in competition with me. I'm not in competition with my neighbor. I'm not in competition with anybody but me. And people don't understand that part. They don't understand that part at all. And that's fine. You don't have to understand it, but I understand it. I understand how that works. And I'm very joyful. I'm very happy with my life. And of course, River's gonna dig in his crate. That's what Tara used to do. So I think Tara's here visiting. Anyway, River, it's enough. So to get back to the comment that was very well written, that I didn't take offense, River, it's enough. For damn sakes. Anyway, that I do have joy in my life. I'm able to laugh at myself, and that's all you need in life. When I do these videos, I'm not going to seem like I have a lot of joy in my life, because a lot of these things that happen to me, it seems like they only happen to me, which I'm fine with. That's been my life. That's been my life for 30 years. But just know that I do have joy in my life, and I'm a happy person, and I can smile. 30 years ago, I had a boss that told me that I need to smile all the time. I need to walk around with a smile. He says, "You've got a beautiful smile." I said, "That's great, but I'm not going to walk around and have this cheesy, phony-ass smile with everybody. I'll smile at the people that I need to smile at." And I told him, I said, "If you get rid of me, if you don't think I'm good for this job." And it was funny, because I was with the company for 7 years, and I produced the numbers. I had good customer service, the whole thing. And he thought that smiling was going to make it better. And I just was myself. And that's what I told him. I said, I'm going to be myself. I'm going to be honest up front with these people. And believe me, I'm going to have the most following that you've probably ever seen. I said, when you're honest and sincere with people and they trust you, they will spend money with you. And I said, I am not going to do, I remember we got in an argument about I had to do something else. And I said, no, not going to do it. These people don't need this done to their car, and I'm going to watch out for their wallet, because these are people that trust me. And that didn't go over very well. They weren't very happy, but I said, if my numbers don't show, you can get rid of me. This is an at-will job. And I was that way back then. That was 30 years ago. So, I've always had joy in my life. I can laugh at myself. I can have a good time, but I'm pretty much a serious person. And especially when I do certain things, when I'm in my business, I'm very serious. I'm trying to be nurturing. I have dogs around me all the time. I mean, what more, and I think that's a big thing that, putting down Tara was my savior. She was my savior for sure, because I wouldn't be alive if she hadn't been in my life, because that dog knew when I was down, knew when things were going on, and she would do something funny and just get me out of my little attitude and my little sorrow of things that were going on in my life at the time. And, we always go through rough patches in our life, and that was, the 3 years I went through a really rough time, and that dog was there for me. So yesterday, filming that video, I probably should have waited until the next day, but it doesn't really matter, because it was a serious subject, so I'm going to talk serious about it. I'm not going to, act all joyful about it, because it was a very serious subject, and it was experiences that I had gone through, and I wanted to explain to a lot of people, because a lot of people condemn you when you want to be alone and you don't want to be with somebody, and they just don't understand it, because they're actually a needy person and they have to have somebody in their life. And I had a friend 30 years ago that was that way. He could not be alone one bit. He had to be around somebody. He had to be doing something. And that's not healthy. It's not healthy. It's not healthy, because it just showed that he was very insecure with himself. He was unsure of himself, and being around people energized him. And it was only a phony, fakey acting job that he was doing because he wanted to be around people all the time. And he didn't understand. He thought I was the one that was the problem, where I like to be alone and just be with my dogs. And that's fine. You know, that's fine. He needs to work through that for himself. And, you know, I just make people aware of it. You don't have to change for me. Not at all. You don't have to change. But this is where I'm coming from, and I'm going to be perfectly honest with you and tell you where I'm coming from. And it's on you if you want to change for yourself. Not for me. Just letting you know. So anyway, that being said, like I said, I appreciate the comments, and that's why I want people to comment on my videos. I want your opinion. And I just don't want people to come at me nasty and try to think that I'm the bad person. I'm just telling people my experiences, and if you've had a different experience, let me know in the comments. And that's why I say, you know, tell me in the comments what you think. If you've been through this, you know, because I want to know, but I don't want to be attacked for something that I experienced and something I like. And I won't. The negative comments, I probably won't respond. You won't hear from me. You're not going to get a reaction out of me when it's nasty towards me. So anyway, everybody, I hope you have a good rest of the week. I hope that everything, you know, pans out with what's going on in this world. I hope that, you know, I hope and pray for the people that were affected of what happened today and last night. And, you know, I just pray for our country. I pray for the world, and I just pray for that we have more peace in our lives than we've ever had. And I just hope people realize that being kind is the right way to go, and not to be nasty to people. You don't know what people are going through, and you shouldn't judge a book by its cover and just immediately go to the negative, because the positive is a much easier way to go about it. And if that doesn't work, then just walk away, because you're not gonna change that person that's being nasty. So anyway, I hope everybody has a good rest of the week, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.